Have you ever wondered if your cat is more than just a pet? If there's something truly mystical about the way they seem to understand you without words or soothe your soul during difficult times? From ancient temples where they were revered as divine beings to modern living rooms where their quiet presence feels almost magical, cats have always held a special place in human lives. But what if their role goes beyond mere companionship? What if their soft purrs, curious gazes, and uncanny ability to appear at the right moment are signs of something deeper, spiritual guidance? Cats are not just pets, they are enigmatic creatures that offer us something rare and priceless in today's fast-paced world. They encourage mindfulness as they rest peacefully in a sunny spot, reminding us to pause and savor life's simple pleasures. They promote healing, not just with their comforting purrs, but through their uncanny ability to sense emotional pain and offer silent support. And they serve as guides for self-discovery, encouraging us to reflect on our inner worlds with their serene presence and independent spirit. If you're ready to uncover the divine wisdom your cat may be sharing with you, take the first step. Comment, "I am ready" below, and let's explore this incredible journey together. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the mystical bond between humans and their feline companions. Let's embrace the magic of cats and discover the profound ways they touch our lives. Have you ever noticed how a cat sits by a window, completely absorbed in the rustle of leaves or the flutter of a bird's wings? It's as if the entire world has narrowed to that one perfect moment. Cats have an uncanny ability to focus entirely on the present, undistracted by worries of the past or fears of the future. Watching them, you might feel a pang of envy or awe. How is it that these creatures, who don't have to read self-help books or attend meditation retreats, seem to have mastered the art of mindfulness? Cats are living reminders of the power of presence. They don't multitask or rush through their lives, ticking off to-do lists. Instead, they savor every experience. A nap in a patch of sunlight isn't just a rest, it's a celebration of warmth, comfort, and peace. A slow, deliberate stretch after waking isn't just a routine, it's a moment of pure, embodied joy. Their every action seems purposeful, yet unhurried, like a perfectly composed poem unfolding in real time. This natural mindfulness is a gentle lesson for us. In a world that constantly demands more productivity, more achievements, more distractions, it's easy to lose ourselves in a haze of busyness. We rush through meals, barely tasting them. We scroll through our phones, barely noticing the colors of a sunset outside our windows. But when a cat curls up beside us, their soft purrs filling the room like a lullaby, they remind us to slow down. It's as if they're saying, "This moment is enough. Stay here with me." Practicing mindfulness, like cats do instinctively, can transform the way we experience life. Mindfulness isn't about clearing your mind or achieving some higher state. It's simply about being fully present. It's noticing the steam rising from your morning coffee, feeling the softness of your favorite sweater, or hearing the rhythmic patter of rain on the roof. These small, everyday moments, when embraced with attention, become treasures that ground us in the here and now. Cats also teach us that mindfulness can bring a sense of inner peace. When they knead a blanket with their paws or chase a beam of sunlight across the floor, they aren't worrying about yesterday's missteps or tomorrow's uncertainties. Their world is the present moment, and it's enough. This simplicity is profoundly calming. It reminds us that while we can't change the past or predict the future, we have control over how we experience the present. Imagine for a moment being more like a cat. Picture yourself pausing during a hectic day to breathe deeply and simply be. Instead of rushing through your to-do list, you take a moment to savor the act of doing. You feel the warmth of water as you wash your hands. Notice the texture of a pen gliding across paper, or relish the crunch of an apple with every bite. These small acts of presence, repeated throughout the day, are like tiny islands of peace in a stormy sea. Cats also inspire us with their ability to truly rest. When they sleep, they surrender completely, curling up as though the world outside has ceased to exist. It's not just physical rest, it's an emotional and mental release. For humans, achieving this kind of rest can be difficult. Even when we sit down to relax, our minds often wander to worries or unfinished tasks. But watching a cat, utterly at ease in their slumber, reminds us that rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's in these moments of stillness that we recharge and find clarity. Another profound lesson in mindfulness comes from the way cats play. Whether it's pouncing on a feather or swatting at a toy, their focus is unwavering. Play, for them, is an immersion in joy, not a means to an end. They aren't playing to achieve a goal or impress anyone. They're playing because it feels good to be alive. This pure engagement is a reminder that joy doesn't have to be complicated or extravagant. It can be as simple as laughing at a joke, dancing to your favorite song, or marveling at the stars on a clear night. Even in their relationships with us, cats teach mindfulness. When they rub against our legs or nudge us with their heads, they're asking for connection now, not later. They don't hold grudges or plan for future affection. They live in the moment, expressing their needs and offering their companionship freely. This teaches us to be present in our relationships, to listen deeply, and to cherish the time we spend with loved ones. Practicing mindfulness like a cat doesn't require special tools or training. It's about tuning into your senses and noticing the details of your surroundings. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Hear the hum of life around you, and let go of the mental chatter that pulls you away from the now. It's about letting the small, simple moments of life wash over you like sunlight on a sleepy afternoon. In a way, cats are like little Zen masters offering quiet lessons in mindfulness without ever uttering a word. Their lives, so perfectly attuned to the present, are a mirror in which we can see the beauty of our own lives, if only we slow down enough to look. So, the next time you see a cat lounging serenely or chasing after a flicker of light, let it be a reminder. Life isn't something to be rushed through, it's something to be savored. Have you ever noticed how a cat seems to know exactly when you're feeling down, curling up beside you as if to absorb your sadness? Or how their soft purring feels like a balm for a weary soul? Cats are more than just companions. They are intuitive healers, attuned to the unseen energy that flows around and through us. Their ability to sense emotional and energetic shifts is nothing short of extraordinary, and it serves as a gentle reminder of the power of intuition and the importance of emotional balance. Cats possess an almost mystical sensitivity to the emotional climate of a room. Like a finely tuned instrument, they pick up on the vibrations of our moods and energy, responding in ways that feel almost magical. If you're stressed or upset, a cat might nuzzle against you, their touch a silent reassurance that you're not alone. Their presence has a grounding quality, much like the steady rhythm of waves lapping against the shore. It's as if they instinctively know how to calm the storms within us, offering comfort without the need for words. Their purring, often described as a healing frequency, is a fascinating example of their innate ability to soothe. Scientific studies suggest that the vibrations of a cat's purr, ranging between 25 and 150 hertz, can promote physical healing, reducing stress, and even helping with pain relief. But beyond the science, there's something deeply poetic about this phenomenon. It's as though their purrs are tiny, melodic spells cast to mend our invisible wounds, a lullaby for the heart and mind. Cats are also believed to have the ability to purify negative energy, acting as energetic filters in our homes. Think of them as living, breathing mood barometers. When the atmosphere is tense, they may pace or act restless, signaling that something is amiss. But rather than withdrawing, they seem to absorb this negativity, transforming it into calmness and peace. This process is subtle, like sunlight dissolving morning mist, but its effects are profound. Spending time with a cat can feel like stepping into a sanctuary where worries gradually melt away. Their healing extends beyond individuals to the environment as well. Cats often choose to rest in certain spots in a home, which are thought to be areas where energy accumulates or becomes stagnant. By sleeping or sitting there, they may be helping to balance the energy flow, much like how a gentle breeze revitalizes a stuffy room. Watching them settle into these spaces, you can't help but feel a sense of trust in their intuitive wisdom, as if they're quietly working to ensure harmony in the space you share. One of the most profound lessons cats teach us is the value of intuition, an inner compass that often goes overlooked in the noise of modern life. Cats don't analyze or second-guess. They simply feel and act. This attunement to subtle emotional and environmental cues is a gift that humans too possess, but frequently neglect. How often do we ignore that quiet inner voice, warning us of a bad decision or nudging us towards something good? Cats remind us to honor these instincts, to listen to the whispers of our hearts before they become shouts. Cats' ability to sense and respond to our emotional states also invites us to be more attuned to the feelings of others. Just as they approach us with gentle care when we're hurting, we can learn to extend the same empathy to those around us. They show us that sometimes healing doesn't require grand gestures or elaborate words. Sometimes it's enough to simply be there, a steady, comforting presence in someone's time of need. Moreover, their healing isn't confined to moments of sadness or stress. Cats have a knack for celebrating joy too, amplifying the positive energy in a room. When they play, their movements are a delightful blend of grace and mischief, drawing laughter and lightness from even the most stoic observer. Their joy is infectious, a reminder that happiness is meant to be shared and savored. For those who share their lives with cats, the bond often feels deeply spiritual, as if these creatures are more than just animals. They are guides, guardians, and companions on our emotional journeys. They teach us that healing is not a linear process, but a dance of give and take, of quiet moments and gentle connections. Like a mirror reflecting our emotions, they help us see what we may be too busy or distracted to notice in ourselves. To embrace the healing lessons cats offer, we must first create space for stillness and awareness in our lives. Take a moment to sit with your cat, to observe how they interact with the world. Notice how they respond to your energy and how their presence makes you feel. In these quiet moments, you'll find a wealth of wisdom hidden in their purrs, their gazes, and their gentle nudges. Cats also encourage us to be patient with ourselves, to recognize that healing, whether emotional or energetic, is not a race. Like the slow and deliberate way they groom themselves, they remind us that care and self-love take time. And in this process, we must also be kind, treating ourselves with the same gentleness they offer us. Have you ever gazed into a cat's eyes and felt as though they were peering into the depths of your soul? Their steady, unblinking gaze can be both comforting and unsettling, as if they see parts of us we have yet to understand. Cats, with their quiet presence and enigmatic nature, often act as spiritual companions, gently guiding us towards self-reflection and discovery. Like silent sages, they encourage us to pause, look inward, and embark on the profound journey of understanding ourselves. Cats have a unique way of holding a mirror to our emotions. Their behavior often reflects the energy we project. Much like ripples in a still pond respond to the slightest disturbance. When we're calm, they are serene. When we're stressed, they may retreat or act restlessly. This mirroring effect can be a subtle yet powerful invitation to examine our inner state. It's as though they're asking us, what's going on inside you? What energy are you carrying today? In their silent companionship, they create a safe space for us to explore these questions without judgment. In this way, cats inspire self-reflection. Their quiet independence serves as a reminder that we too must nurture our inner worlds. Unlike dogs, who often seek constant attention and validation, cats are content with their solitude. They teach us that it's okay to step back from the noise of life and spend time alone, to sit with our thoughts and feelings. Much like a cat basking in a sunbeam, we can learn to find peace in stillness, letting the warmth of self-awareness fill the corners of our minds. Cats also encourage us to embrace our authentic selves. They are unapologetically themselves in every moment. Whether they're confidently strutting across a room, stubbornly refusing to do something they dislike, or playfully chasing a shadow. This authenticity is contagious. It nudges us to shed the masks we wear in our daily lives and reconnect with who we truly are beneath the layers of expectations and obligations. By observing their unapologetic individuality, we're reminded that we too have the right to live authentically, honoring our needs and desires. Another profound way cats guide us is through their role in fostering personal growth. They are not just passive observers, they actively participate in our emotional and spiritual evolution. A cat's behavior often challenges us to grow in patience and understanding. Their mysterious, sometimes aloof demeanor can teach us to let go of control and accept things as they are. After all, you can't force a cat to come to you. They come when they're ready, on their own terms. This lesson in surrender can extend to other aspects of our lives, encouraging us to approach challenges with grace and flexibility. Moreover, cats teach us the art of resilience. Despite their small size, they are fierce and resourceful, facing life's obstacles with quiet determination. Watching a cat leap gracefully after a missed attempt or recover from a tumble with unshaken confidence is a lesson in perseverance. They remind us that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone toward growth. Each stumble offers an opportunity to learn and rise again, stronger and wiser. In moments of emotional pain, cats have an uncanny ability to offer silent comfort. Unlike humans, who may try to fix or minimize our struggles, cats simply sit with us. Their presence is a reminder that healing is not about rushing to feel better, but about honoring our emotions and allowing ourselves the time to process them. When a cat rests beside us during a tough moment, it's as if they're saying, "It's okay to feel this. I'm here with you." Their quiet companionship fosters an environment where vulnerability is not only safe, but embraced. Cats also guide us into deeper inner exploration through their mysterious and almost otherworldly nature. Their love of shadows, quiet corners, and moonlit prowls seems to beckon us into the unknown, both in the external world and within ourselves. They inspire us to delve into the hidden parts of our minds, the questions we've avoided, and the dreams we've yet to chase. Their curiosity about the smallest things, a speck of dust, a flicker of light, encourages us to approach life with wonder and an open heart. In their play, we find lessons about balance. A cat knows when to chase and when to rest, when to leap and when to lie still. Their lives are a dance between activity and repose, a rhythm that mirrors the natural ebb and flow of energy within us. Observing this balance reminds us to listen to our own inner rhythms, to honor the times when we need to push forward and the times when we must retreat and recharge. Cats' spiritual companionship also fosters a deeper connection to the world around us. Their acute awareness of their environment, the way they listen intently to a distant sound or watch a bird with unwavering focus, reminds us to be present and attuned to the subtle beauty of life. This heightened awareness can extend to our relationships, work, and even the way we interact with nature, deepening our sense of connection and purpose. Perhaps most importantly, cats teach us that self-discovery is not a destination, but a journey. Like a cat chasing its tail, we may never fully grasp every aspect of who we are, but the pursuit itself is valuable. Along the way, we learn, grow, and transform. Cats remind us that it's okay to be a work in progress, that every step, whether forward, backward, or sideways, is part of the intricate dance of life. In their quiet wisdom and subtle guidance, cats act as mirrors and mentors, helping us uncover the hidden corners of our hearts and minds. They show us that self-discovery is a lifelong adventure, one filled with moments of introspection, joy, and transformation. By sharing our lives with these spiritual companions, we're not just caring for them, they're caring for us, leading us gently toward a deeper understanding of ourselves. Cats have an extraordinary way of showing love that feels both understated and profound. Unlike grand gestures or flowery declarations, their affection is quiet, yet deeply sincere. A cat may curl up next to you on a cold evening, softly purring, or brush against your leg as if to say, "You're enough just as you are." In their simplicity, they embody unconditional love, a love that doesn't demand perfection, doesn't hinge on what you've achieved, and doesn't waver with your mistakes. This kind of acceptance feels as warm as sunlight, spilling through a window on a winter morning, wrapping you in a sense of belonging and peace. When you think about it, cats don't care what kind of day you've had, how messy your hair looks, or whether you ace that presentation at work. To them, you're already worthy of their affection. Their love is rooted in presence, not performance. This non-judgmental acceptance is a gentle reminder to be kinder to ourselves. Often, we set impossibly high standards for our own worth, measuring it in achievements or appearances. But in the eyes of a cat, you are lovable simply because you exist. It's as if they're whispering, "You don't need to prove yourself to be worthy of love." This lesson in self-acceptance is profound. Just as cats accept us with all our imperfections, they encourage us to embrace our own flaws. Like the soft fur they shed without worry, they show us that imperfections are a natural part of life, not something to hide or feel ashamed of. Their unconditional love is a mirror reflecting the truth that we are enough, just as we are. Cats also model the importance of extending this same acceptance to others. They don't hold grudges or judge us for our bad moods. If you accidentally step on their tail, they may yelp and dart away, but moments later, they return, forgiving and affectionate. This ability to let go of hurt and continue loving is a powerful lesson in compassion. Imagine if we could approach our relationships with the same grace, offering understanding instead of criticism, forgiveness instead of resentment. Their non-judgmental nature reminds us that love isn't about changing others to fit our expectations. A cat doesn't try to mold you into someone you're not. They accept your quirks, your habits, and your flaws, embracing the person you already are. In their quiet companionship, they teach us to approach our relationships with the same open heart. They show us that true love is not about perfection, but about seeing the beauty in imperfection. Cats also demonstrate love through their presence. They may not always be in your lap or shower you with constant affection, but they're always nearby, offering quiet companionship. This reminds us that love doesn't have to be loud or dramatic to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most profound expressions of care are the simplest, like sitting in silence with someone who needs comfort, or offering a listening ear without the need to fix or advise. Cats teach us that just being there for someone can speak volumes. Their love also extends beyond moments of joy to times of sadness. When you're feeling low, a cat often senses it and responds with gentle care. They might curl up beside you or rest their head on your hand, offering a silent but powerful reminder that you're not alone. This kind of love, given without expecting anything in return, teaches us the value of compassion. It's a call to show up for the people in our lives, not because we want something from them, but because they matter. Cats also inspire us to love without conditions, because they love us for who we are, not for what we do for them. They don't expect elaborate gifts or constant attention. Their needs are simple, and their love is freely given. This simplicity can teach us to strip away the unnecessary complications in our relationships, focusing instead on genuine connection and care. It's a reminder that love doesn't need to be earned. It's something we can give and receive freely. In relationships, we often find ourselves setting expectations, both for ourselves and for others. We may expect people to behave a certain way or feel frustrated when they don't meet our standards. But cats teach us to let go of these expectations. They accept us on our good days and bad days, showing us that love isn't about conditions or requirements. By following their example, we can learn to approach our relationships with more understanding, offering the same unconditional kindness they show us. Their ability to balance independence and affection also offers valuable insight. Cats are fiercely independent creatures, yet they choose to share their lives with us. Their love is never clingy or overbearing. It's freely given, not forced. This teaches us that love thrives best when it's not suffocating but allows space for individuality. In healthy relationships, we can learn to offer support and care while also respecting each other's autonomy. Lastly, cats remind us to bring compassion into our daily lives. Just as they gently nuzzle us to remind us of their love, we can offer small acts of kindness to those around us. A kind word, a warm smile, or a simple gesture of care. These small moments of compassion, like drops of rain, have the power to nurture the garden of our relationships, helping them grow and flourish. In their quiet wisdom, cats teach us that love is not about grand gestures or flawless perfection. It's about being present, offering acceptance, and showing compassion, both to ourselves and to others. Their unconditional love, given freely and without judgment, serves as a powerful reminder of the kind of love we all deserve and the kind we should strive to give. By embracing their lessons, we can create relationships that are rooted in kindness, patience, and genuine connection, making our lives and the lives of those around us richer and more fulfilling. Have you ever watched a cat stretch luxuriously in a sunbeam or pause to study the flutter of a leaf in the wind? Their movements are unhurried, their senses alive to the smallest details of the world around them. Cats seem to exist in perfect harmony with nature, embodying its quiet rhythms and gentle balance. In their way of being, they teach us to respect and align ourselves with the natural cycles of the world, a lesson that feels more urgent than ever in today's fast-paced, disconnected world. Cats are masters of attunement. They instinctively follow the cycles of the day, waking with the sun and retreating into stillness as dusk falls. They rest when they're tired and play when energy flows through them, honoring their natural rhythms without forcing themselves to conform to schedules. This stands in stark contrast to how humans often live, ignoring our body's needs in favor of artificial deadlines and constant activity. Watching a cat sleep peacefully in the middle of the afternoon is a gentle nudge to listen to our own internal clocks and find moments of rest amid the chaos of modern life. Their connection to nature is most apparent in the way they interact with their environment. Cats are creatures of instinct, attuned to the subtle changes in weather, light, and temperature. A cat might stretch out on a windowsill to soak up the sun, then retreat to a cozy nook when the air grows cool. Their ability to adapt to these natural changes reminds us that we, too, are part of the natural world, even if we often forget it. Like leaves swaying with the wind or rivers flowing around obstacles, we thrive when we learn to move with life's currents, rather than against them. Cats also teach us to appreciate the small wonders of nature. They don't rush past a patch of grass or dismiss the sound of birdsong as background noise. Instead, they stop and engage with the world, fully present in each moment. Their curiosity about the world is contagious. Watching a cat stalk a butterfly or chase a falling leaf feels like an invitation to slow down and notice the beauty we often overlook. It's as if they're saying, "Look at this world. It's full of magic if you know where to find it." Their graceful movements and keen senses reflect the delicate balance inherent in nature. Cats don't overindulge or take more than they need, embodying the principles of sustainability. For instance, a cat in the wild hunts only to satisfy its hunger, not for sport or excess. This stands in stark contrast to human behaviors that often disrupt nature's equilibrium. By observing cats, we can learn the value of taking only what we need and giving back to the earth, fostering a more balanced and respectful relationship with our environment. In their quiet way, cats also remind us of the cyclical nature of life. Just as the seasons change, so do our lives move through cycles of growth, rest, and renewal. Cats seem to embrace these shifts effortlessly, curling up for a nap in the quiet moments and bursting into playful energy when the time feels right. They remind us to honor these natural rhythms within ourselves, allowing time for both action and reflection, for striving and stillness. Cats' connection to nature extends beyond their physical behaviors. It's also woven into their very essence. They are creatures of the earth, embodying the wild spirit of the animal kingdom even as they curl up on our couches. Their sharp senses and quick reflexes remind us of the primal instincts that lie dormant within us, instincts that connect us to the same natural world that nurtures them. They are a bridge between our domesticated lives and the untamed beauty of the wild, showing us that we too are part of a larger ecosystem. This harmonious relationship with nature is a powerful lesson in coexistence. Cats live alongside us, yet they remain deeply connected to their roots in the natural world. They adapt to our homes without losing their wild essence, teaching us that it's possible to live in modern society while still respecting and preserving the environment. By observing their balance, we can find inspiration to tread more lightly on the earth, making choices that honor its rhythms and resources. Cats also inspire us to embrace the unpredictability of nature. A sudden rainstorm might send them darting for cover, but they emerge again as soon as the sun returns, unbothered and resilient. This ability to adapt gracefully to change mirrors the natural world's cycles of growth and decay, teaching us to accept life's uncertainties with the same poise. Life, like nature, is full of surprises, some joyous, some challenging. But cats show us that there is beauty in this unpredictability, in the ebb and flow of existence. In their quiet moments of stillness, cats seem almost meditative, as though they are communing with the very essence of the earth. They inspire us to find our own moments of stillness, to step away from the noise of technology and reconnect with the natural world. Whether it's sitting under a tree, feeling the grass beneath our feet, or simply listening to the wind, these moments of connection ground us, reminding us that we are part of something larger and more beautiful than ourselves. Ultimately, cats are living embodiments of nature's wisdom, showing us how to live in harmony with the world around us. They teach us to respect the earth's rhythms, to cherish its beauty, and to adapt to its changes with grace. By following their lead, we can cultivate a deeper connection to the natural world, finding balance and peace in the cycles that sustain life. In their quiet companionship, cats remind us that harmony with nature isn't about grand gestures, but about small, mindful choices, appreciating the sun on our faces, listening to the rain, and honoring the rhythms of life that connect us all. Through their simple yet profound presence, they guide us toward a life of greater balance, respect, and connection with the world we share. Cats are extraordinary teachers of adaptability and resilience, showcasing these qualities with a quiet elegance that can inspire us in our own lives. Have you ever watched a cat land on its feet after a fall? That graceful recovery is more than a physical feat. It's a metaphor for navigating life's challenges. Cats embody the art of bouncing back, teaching us how to embrace change and grow through adversity. Like a river finding its way around rocks, cats remind us that resilience doesn't mean resisting change, but flowing with it, finding strength in flexibility. One of the most remarkable things about cats is their ability to adapt to almost any environment. Whether they live in a bustling city apartment or roam the quiet countryside, cats adjust with ease, finding comfort and familiarity in the unfamiliar. This adaptability stems from their keen instincts and resourceful nature. A cat that encounters a closed door doesn't sit in frustration. It investigates, nudges, or waits patiently for the right moment to slip through. Their behavior is a gentle lesson in persistence, encouraging us to face obstacles not with despair, but with curiosity and creativity. Cats teach us that change, though often unsettling, is a natural part of life. Just as they shed their fur with the seasons, they show us the importance of letting go when circumstances shift. Watching a cat navigate a new environment, pausing to observe, sniff, and explore, feels like an invitation to approach change with the same calm and deliberate curiosity. Instead of resisting the unknown, we can embrace it as an opportunity for growth, much like a cat adjusts to a new home by gradually making it its own. their resilience becomes even more evident in moments of adversity. Cats face challenges, whether it's recovering from illness, navigating a new territory, or dealing with an unexpected fall, with an unshaken determination. They don't dwell on what went wrong. They simply pick themselves up and move forward. This ability to recover gracefully from setbacks is a powerful lesson for us. Life, after all, is full of tumbles, but it's in how we rise that we discover our true strength. Cats remind us that resilience is not about avoiding failure, but about responding to it with courage and resolve. Cats also show us that resilience often comes from being present in the moment. They don't linger on the past or worry about the future. They focus entirely on what's happening now. When a cat encounters a challenge, it assesses the situation, reacts instinctively, and moves on. This presence of mind allows them to adapt swiftly without becoming overwhelmed by fear or doubt. As humans, we often get caught up in overthinking, letting fear of the unknown paralyze us. But by following a cat's example, we can learn to trust our instincts and tackle change with clarity and confidence. One of the most endearing qualities of cats is their resourcefulness. A cat doesn't need elaborate tools or plans to solve a problem. They use what's available, pouring open a cabinet, leaping to a higher vantage point, or patiently waiting for an opportunity to arise. This creativity in the face of challenges is a reminder that we too have the ability to adapt, often in ways we don't realize until we're tested. Like a cat finding the warmest spot in the house on a cold day, we can discover solutions when we remain open and inventive. Cats also show us the importance of self-care in building resilience. When faced with stress, they instinctively seek comfort, curling up in a cozy spot, grooming themselves, or finding a quiet space to rest. This natural tendency to prioritize well-being is something we can emulate. In times of change or difficulty, taking care of ourselves isn't indulgent. It's essential. By creating moments of rest and nurturing, we build the strength needed to face life's challenges with resilience. Another powerful lesson from cats is their ability to find joy even in difficult circumstances. A stray cat might face countless hardships, yet it can still find delight in the smallest pleasures: a patch of sunlight, a scrap of food, or a gentle touch. This capacity for finding happiness amid adversity is a testament to their resilient spirit. It's a reminder that even in tough times, there are moments of beauty and joy to be cherished, much like finding a rainbow after a storm. Cats' adaptability also extends to their relationships. While they are known for their independence, they form deep bonds with humans and other animals, adapting to the dynamics of their environment. They show us that resilience isn't about standing alone, but about finding connection and support when needed. Whether it's curling up beside us after a long day or playfully engaging with a new companion, cats remind us that adaptability often involves opening our hearts to others. There is something almost magical in the way a cat finds joy in the simplest moments. Watch a cat as it stares out the window, eyes wide in wonder at the flutter of a bird, or curls up in a cozy spot, purring softly as it basks in the warmth of the sun. In these small, quiet moments, a cat demonstrates a deep appreciation for life's simple pleasures, showing us that happiness doesn't have to come from grand events or extravagant things. It often resides in the tiny, fleeting moments that make up each day. Cats seem to know in their very bones that there is beauty in simplicity. This ability to revel in the small things is a profound lesson for us, urging us to slow down, take notice, and find joy in what might otherwise go unnoticed. Like a child finding delight in the sparkle of a pebble or the twirl of a leaf in the wind. Cats remind us that the most precious moments in life are often the most unassuming. A cat's joy in chasing a sunbeam or swatting at a dangling string is an invitation to appreciate the small wonders we so often overlook. We, too, can find pleasure in the warmth of a cup of tea, the sound of rain tapping against the window, or the feeling of soft grass beneath our feet. These simple things, often taken for granted, hold the power to bring deep contentment if we allow ourselves to truly experience them. This joy in simplicity also teaches us to be present. Cats don't think about what's coming next or fret over what's already happened. They simply engage with the moment in front of them. When they curl up on a windowsill, they're not worried about the laundry that needs folding or the emails left unanswered. They focus on the here and now, completely immersed in their current experience. In this way, cats offer a valuable lesson. True contentment comes when we stop looking for happiness in the future or in distant dreams and instead find it in the present, no matter how small the pleasure may seem. Like a cat basking in the sun, we too can find joy simply in being, in existing in the moment. Cats also teach us that happiness doesn't always come from things. It comes from moments. A cat might not have the latest toy, but it will find endless entertainment in a cardboard box or a crumpled piece of paper. This ability to derive joy from the simplest of things is a reminder that material possessions are not the key to happiness. Instead, it's our ability to see the world through curious eyes and to appreciate the small gifts life gives us daily. Much like a child who can find joy in the smallest treasures, cats show us that the real wealth in life is found in how we experience it, not in what we accumulate. This sense of gratitude for life's small pleasures also fosters contentment. Cats don't chase after more than they need. They enjoy their meals, their naps, and their playtime. And then they rest, content with what they have. They never seem to be in a rush for more or dissatisfied with what's at hand. This ability to find satisfaction in the moment without longing for something else is a rare gift in today's world, where many of us are constantly seeking more success, more possessions, more experiences. But cats show us that true happiness doesn't come from constantly striving for more. It comes from learning to be content with what we already have. Like a cat curled up in a sunbeam, we too can learn to rest in the present moment, savoring life's simple pleasures without always seeking the next big thing. The gratitude cats exhibit for the little things also reminds us to slow down and take notice. Too often, we rush through our days, ticking off tasks on our to-do lists without stopping to savor the beauty around us. But when a cat pauses to watch a leaf drift from a tree or takes a moment to groom itself, it shows us the importance of slowing down, of being present in the quiet moments. This invitation to pause and notice the small wonders around us can transform our lives. It teaches us that the real magic is not found in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, but in the moments of stillness and simplicity that often go unnoticed. Cat's contentment with simplicity also teaches us the importance of self-care. When a cat is tired, it rests. When it's hungry, it eats. When it's playful, it leaps and pounces. There is no guilt in these acts of self-care, no judgment or second-guessing. A cat simply responds to its needs with grace and ease, modeling for us the importance of listening to our own bodies and minds. This ability to care for themselves without overthinking or self-criticism is something we can all learn from. In a world where we often put the needs of others before our own, a cat's quiet self-care is a reminder that taking time to nurture ourselves is not selfish, it is essential for our well-being. Furthermore, cats' joy in simplicity helps us cultivate a sense of wonder. A cat will become entranced by something as small as a floating feather or a shadow on the wall. Their eyes widen with curiosity, and they respond with enthusiasm as if the world is filled with endless marvels. This childlike wonder is something many of us lose as we grow older, bogged down by responsibilities and the demands of adult life. But cats show us that life is still full of magic if we allow ourselves to look for it. Every moment holds the potential for delight, and by learning to approach the world with the same curiosity and joy that a cat does, we can rediscover the wonder in everyday life. Lastly, the simplicity with which cats approach life is an antidote to the chaos that often surrounds us. In a world that constantly pulls us in different directions, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the noise and the clutter. But cats teach us that peace can be found in stillness. They find comfort in simplicity and quietude, offering us a model for living in a world that often feels too fast and too loud. By following their example, we can learn to embrace simplicity, to slow down, and to find joy in the quiet corners of our lives. In all of these ways, cats inspire us to appreciate the beauty in the everyday. They remind us that happiness is not about grand events or extraordinary achievements, but about savoring the small moments that make up our days. Through their quiet contentment and joyful curiosity, cats show us that the simplest pleasures, whether it's a moment of sunshine or the joy of play, hold the power to bring deep satisfaction and gratitude. Like a cat basking in the sun, we too can find joy in simplicity, learning to cherish the small joys that make life beautiful. As we come to the end of this exploration into the spiritual wisdom of cats, we find ourselves left with a profound understanding of the quiet yet powerful lessons these creatures offer. Cats, with their calm presence and instinctive grace, are teachers of mindfulness, resilience, and love. They show us the importance of living in the present, finding joy in simplicity, and embracing change with an open heart. Their ability to sense and heal emotional energy teaches us to honor our intuition and trust in the unseen currents that shape our lives. In the way they embody self-care, they remind us that nurturing ourselves is a vital part of our spiritual journey. Through their unconditional love and acceptance, they model compassion, showing us how to offer kindness freely and without judgment. And perhaps most importantly, cats teach us to find beauty in the small moments, to savor the warmth of the sun, the comfort of a quiet space, and the joy in every fleeting experience. As we reflect on these lessons, it becomes clear that the teachings of cats are not just for the moment, but for life. They invite us to embrace a deeper connection with ourselves, with others, and with the natural world. Just as a cat moves through its day with grace, so too can we navigate our own lives with a sense of peace and purpose. By incorporating these teachings into our spiritual and emotional practices, we open ourselves to a richer, more fulfilled existence, one where we are more present, more compassionate, and more attuned to the beauty around us. So, let us embrace the lessons cats impart. Let us slow down, savor the present, and find strength in our resilience. Let us nurture our spirits with self-care, and let love and compassion be our guiding forces. By doing so, we will not only enrich our own lives, but also create a ripple of peace and joy in the world around us. Cats, in their quiet wisdom, offer us the tools to live more fully, more mindfully, and with a heart that is open to all the wonders life has to offer. If you're ready to take these lessons into your own life and begin living with the same grace, mindfulness, and compassion as a cat, comment, "I'm ready" below. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the spiritual wisdom that surrounds us every day. Let's walk this journey of growth and self-discovery together.